Attorneys, law school professors, and judges from 50 countries recently attended the World Jurist Association's 24th Biennial Congress in the Czech Republic. Among those who went is an attorney from Athens. Garry Hunter joins us now in our studio. Thanks for being here this evening.
Thank you, Kelsey.
So you not only attended this event in the Czech Republic, but you're very active in the association. What prompted that?
Well, Kelsey, there's one thing I've learned over the years, and that is that life is really a long and winding road. My career really began in 1977 when I was elected the Athens City Law Director, and that began a 34-year local government career. And during that process, I came to believe in two really basic concepts. And one is that the rule of law, not force, is what the world really is all about and the way to achieve peace in the world. The other concept that I came to really believe in was that local government is really the foundation of good democracy. That led me on a course really to be first involved with the International Municipal Lawyers Association in a long time, first as a member and then as a board member and as a president of that organization eventually. Later I became involved with the World Jurist Association probably about 15 years ago, mainly because that's an organization advocating the use of rule of law on an international scene, and allowed me to travel to probably about 30 countries where I can advocate that and advocate to developing democracies the concept of local government as a way to build good democracies.
And there you delivered a paper titled "The Use of Technology to Invade Personal Privacy in the Interest of Collective Security. Does the End Justify the Mean?"
It's a real mouthful, isn't it?
Talk about that.
Well, it's a mouthful, but it really says what I believe is a problem that is out there, and I think my colleagues in Prague also agreed with that concept, and that is that because of the concept of terrorism, there is an increased emphasis upon electronic surveillance. We all know about the problems at airports now with, when I traveled for Prague, for instance, I had a strip search, basically, electronic strip search of me. So the interest of privacy of the individual is really of a concern to me, but also you recognize that we also have to give up some of those privacy rights to allow collective security for all of our persons. So I want a balancing to occur, and that's what I was advocating with that paper, that there be a balancing of human rights and the right of privacy versus the collective right of security of people. And I think the Congress agreed because they developed a resolution along those lines.
So they developed a resolution, and just quickly, what is the message behind that resolution?
Well, the message is very clear, and the message is that you've got to balance the interest of human rights and interest in privacy of the human individual with the right of collective security, and you do that by ensuring that there is due process along every step of the way, which is, again, interjecting the rule of law concept into it.
And also, the action of adoption, does it have any real meaning? Is this something that's going to bring about change in the world?
The answer to that is clearly yes in my mind, but it's one person speaking, of course. The World Jurist Association is an organization that was created in 1963 by Charlie Ryan, who was at that time the president of the American Bar Association, also was active in the International Bar Association. They developed, or that organization very early on developed, a very close relationship with the United Nations. In fact, we have a United Nations special representative, we have a special status with the United Nations. So the resolutions that we adopt, and there are only about 15 or 20 resolutions that the organization adopts at a Congress, go straight to the United Nations, and there they're assigned to committees. So there is real possibility that it will, in fact, advocate and receive some benefit in the world, yes.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in this evening. It was great talking to you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come in.